Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. In our beautiful mountains of Colorado, per usual, we're testing out the brand new shirt from Ibex, the Paradox. This guy right here, 45% merino, 45% eucalyptus, Tencel, brand name, and 10% nylon to spin the core around. It's a 150-gram shirt. It fits very nice, and it is the ideal shirt for summertime use going into fall here. So in this review, I'll go over the fit, features, and functions on this material and this shirt. So let's get into it. For reference, I am 6'1", 215 pounds, 45-inch chest, 33-inch waist, and this is a men's extra large. It has plenty of length, as you can see. It goes right to my rear right there, so it'll make it really good coverage. There's a long sleeve version as well, making it great for base layers for hiking, skiing, snowboarding, stuff like that. It's not a tight fit, thank goodness. Some shirts in this kind of category come in pretty tight. This is a relaxed fit, I would call it. It doesn't drape too loosely on me. It actually feels pretty good, and as you can see, the fit is really awesome. I like the way it fits, and I love the way it feels. My favorite shirts are merino based, whatever animal, merino, alpaca, wool, but I also am a big fan of Tencel eucalyptus. It's a natural fiber. It wicks really well. It's sustainable. It cleans easily. And of course, nylon, the 10% nylon is just there to have somewhat of a core so they can spin those other natural fibers around it, and that gives it more elasticity and more resilience. That's just how it works. So I've used other brand versions of this mixture. Say the Cool shirts have this. So the most of the videos you see for the last 2 years, I'm wearing a Cool t-shirt with the pocket, and it's made of the same materials. However, this one from Ibex feels softer to the touch and a little bit lighter, even though they're the same materials and the same weight, 150 weight. This one feels somehow lighter and softer. So I don't know what Ibex does over there with their magic, but it feels even better than the Cool shirt that is my go-to shirt. So that's just a direct observation and comparison, and it favors Ibex. So you get what you pay for, because the MSRP on this is around 80 bucks. I think the Cool one is 70 bucks. But again, what I love about natural materials is, one, they're sustainable. Two, they last a long time. Three, they're easy to care for. Now, how we care for them at home, we do cold wash. I do an enzyme-based cleaner, so not a detergent. It's from Canada. It's called Sport Suds, I think. It's just like an enzymatic. It just breaks down the bacteria. And then we hang dry. Real simple. We get a little cheap hanging rack, and my wife and I just dry all our clothes. That way they don't shrink, and it's just less resources being used. However, I have used these on the road quite a bit, and I've washed them in sinks. Not ashamed to say that. If I get a hotel room and I've got just 2 shirts, which is very often the case, I'll just put in the sink and wash it and hang dry. It's easy. It's super easy. And that way you maintain the natural oils in the wool, and it just plays nicely and doesn't get broken up in the washing and dryer, which you don't need to use a dryer, of course. So that is a random care fact on how I take care of our shirts and stuff. One thing I really like about Ibex, and I'll get a little closer so you can see this, is their emblem is like just engraved right there. And I'm a Capricorn, so I like to see a goat on things. Makes me really happy. I see my family right there. It's little things, right? Little touches that go a long ways. But hopefully this last couple minutes of seeing me wearing this shirt with the wind blowing, like I'm in a music video or something, has been helpful to see how it fits. Sizing, the sleeve length. Of course, there's a long sleeve version of this as well. It's just a really comfortable shirt that is ideal for not only casual use, but how I used it is training in our gym, hiking around these mountains, battling the wind, right on cue, and just living life. And oftentimes, don't tell my wife this, I won't wash this shirt for several uses, because you probably know this from the 100 other videos I've done on merino wool. Wool doesn't really take on smell. Polys and nylons will take on smell pretty quickly. Wool inherently does not take on smell, so you don't have to wash it as often. And when I do, I use that enzymatic cleaner that I mentioned to you. So I'll put a link to that as well below, because that's how I clean our clothes, keep it clean. Hopefully, seeing the sizing and me going on about the materials and how to care for it is helpful. If it was, a thumbs up is always appreciated. If you have any questions on it, put those in the comments below. If you want to see more content around wool and around base layers and clothing, then definitely consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel. We have a lot of clothing reviews coming up from a lot of brands. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoked for Engearment.com, and until next time, take care.